My brother got with my wife 2 months after our separation and had the nerve to ask me to be happy for them at my mother's birthday dinner. When your marriage ends, people say time heals everything. They say it gets easier. They hand you that line like it's medicine, and you swallow it because what else are you going to do? Argue with people who are just trying to help. What nobody tells you is that time only heals if the wound is allowed to close. If someone keeps reopening it, you just bleed in a different way. My name is Nathan. I'm 34. My ex-wife's name is Diane. My brother's name is Cole. And what I'm about to tell you is the kind of story I genuinely hoped I would never have to tell another human being as long as I lived. Diane and I were married for 6 years. The separation wasn't explosive. It was the slow, suffocating kind where two people realize they've been performing a relationship for longer than they were actually in one. We split in January. No affair, no dramatic blowout. Just two exhausted people agreeing that the road had ended. It hurt. Of course it hurt. 6 years doesn't dissolve painlessly, but I was handling it. I was going to therapy. I was rebuilding. I was getting up every morning and choosing to move forward even when forward felt like walking through wet concrete. Cole knew all of this. Cole is my younger brother by 3 years. He sat with me in my apartment in February while I ate cereal for dinner and talked about how strange it felt to sleep alone after so long. He nodded. He said the right things. He told me he had my back. I believed him the way you believe gravity, automatically, without question. I found out about them in March. Not from Cole, not from Diane, from a photo my cousin posted in the family group chat. A birthday thing at a restaurant, and there in the background, unmistakably, were Cole and Diane, together, his hand on her back in a way that wasn't accidental, her laughing at something only he could hear. 2 months. 2 months after my marriage ended, my brother was dating my wife. I didn't call either of them that night. I sat in my car in a parking lot for an hour just staring at that photo. Something happens to you in a moment like that. It's not just anger, it's a complete reordering of everything you thought was solid. Your past starts looking different. Your memories start wearing different faces. You start counting backwards and wondering what you actually know. When I finally talked to Cole, he led with, "We didn't plan it," as if that was the part I needed explained, as if the problem was scheduling. He said they'd reconnected after the separation, that feelings developed naturally, that he was sorry for the timing but not for the relationship. He said he hoped eventually I could understand. I told him I needed space. He said he'd give me that. And then came my mother's birthday dinner. My mother's name is Vivian. She turned 62 in April, and she'd planned a family dinner at her favorite restaurant, the Italian place she's loved since before Cole and I were born. She didn't know I knew about Cole and Diane yet. She just wanted her family around her table. I almost didn't go, but she's my mother. She's 62. I put on a clean shirt and I went. They were already seated when I arrived, together, side by side, like they'd been doing this for years. Diane looked at the table when I walked in. Cole stood up. He pulled me aside near the entrance, right there, with the host stand 3 feet away, and said quietly but with genuine conviction, "I just want tonight to be good for Mom. I need you to be okay with this. Can you just be happy for us?" I looked at my brother for a long time. Happy for them. This man watched me grieve my marriage from my couch. He held the information about him and my ex-wife while I cried in front of him. And now he was asking me, at our mother's birthday dinner in a restaurant foyer, to perform joy on his behalf. I said very calmly, "Cole, I came here for Mom, not for you. Don't ask me anything else tonight." I walked to the table. I hugged my mother. I sang happy birthday when the cake came out. I laughed at my uncle's terrible jokes. And when dinner ended, I drove home alone, sat in my dark kitchen, and finally let myself feel the full weight of losing 2 people at once. Some betrayals are loud. They arrive with fire and screaming and a door slamming so hard the walls shake. This one was quiet. That's almost what made it worse. My brother didn't blow up my life. He just walked into it while I was cleaning up the damage, picked up something that used to be mine, and asked me to applaud him for it. I'm not the one who needs to understand anything here. He is, and I have a feeling he never completely will.